Hey guys, Petrol and Badger here, or Cure PB, and I'm bringing you the Charity of the Week commentary. First things first, I'm bringing you a 30 and 4 free-for-all gameplay on Fallen. I'm using the MSR because it's sexy, that is all. Yeah, so this week, the Charity of the Week, saying week too much, is on a much smaller scale, to the point where you guys and girls out there watching and supporting Team Cure can really make a massive difference to this. So let's get straight into it. Cure Butchery brought to my attention a girl called Hannah Jones, who lives not far from me. In fact, she goes to a university only minutes from mine. Though we've never met, I must say, there's no bias towards this charity. I just thought it was a brilliant idea to support this. So she was diagnosed, Hannah, with a brain tumour at the age of 15, and instead of letting it get the better of her, she began to fundraise and also to try and raise awareness of brain tumours and brain tumour based illnesses, and she's done all this while her treatment is ongoing. I mean, she's not fully recovered, but she's still managing to go to university, as you probably gathered from the fact that she's going to university near mine. Don't know why I told you that twice, but yeah, okay. So just from this, you might be interested in supporting Hannah, but I will explain what she's trying to do in a bit more detail. So obviously she's trying to raise money to support research into brain tumours, and also, bringing about awareness of the matter. Not many people talk about brain tumours. They talk about cancer a lot, and you talk about, lumps on your body and things like that. But you don't really ever talk about brain tumours or how to diagnose them. So to do this, for her to believe she's making a difference, she set a target of £3,000 on her Just Giving page, which is now £40 off. And I was hoping we as a group, I mean, we're only a small section of the YouTube community, but I really was hoping we could take her over the 3k mark. She could get that over 100% donations of what she was asking for. So her page where you can donate will be linked obviously below, and the charity that she chose is the Samantha Dickinson Brain Tumour Trust, which is probably the main brain tumour charity in the UK, though obviously the research goes worldwide and things like that. I mean, medical breakthroughs are generally shared. You don't let someone else die in another country because they were born there. So yeah, the charity supports research, as you could imagine, as well as helping those who are tasked with the responsibility of looking after some of the more seriously ill patients. These are people such as carers, and carers do amazing work. I mean, I had an ex-girlfriend whose brother was paralysed, and he had a carer, and the carers were incredible. Just incredible people, and anything that's supporting people who give up, I mean, a lot of hours of their lives just to help out another person is something I can always support. So yeah, they've kind of done quite a few good things. I mean, one thing I did notice from their website is that they have allowed for funding that's resulted in major breakthroughs in the ability to diagnose brain tumours, which are incredibly difficult to diagnose. So that is a massive plus about this charity. So yeah, on this, this sort of difficulty to more awareness of brain tumours is something that this charity is really pushing, and they've put quite a bit of money into it. I mean, it seems plainly key to helping this area with brain tumours in the UK, for instance, being the biggest cancer-based killer of children. So frankly, if they can raise awareness of symptoms to stem the tide of late diagnosed cases with our help, it would be frankly amazing. By the way, brain tumours, as I noted above, are very difficult to diagnose, and an example of this would be that they don't show up in blood tests like most cancers. So often people go in and they get tested, and then they're sent home because nothing seems to be wrong with them. So here's an example. I'll put it forward to you. I mean, worst case scenario is that Hannah's trying to stop is you feel ill, you show symptoms, but you were not diagnosed for a long time. This could be because of a lack of awareness from doctors, or in fact they're just unwilling to believe you. you know, just because they think it might be a migraine. Now, I personally couldn't imagine much worse than, you know, after repeatedly going to be checked up on and told that I have a migraine or something like that, to be told later that I had a brain tumour and that it was terminal. It would be pretty devastating. I mean, doctors, of course, would never intend to merely ignore your worries or risk your health. But if they aren't sufficiently trained and the research isn't done for treatment or diagnosis, they're like a footballer trying to score without a ball. It's just not going to work. So hopefully this charity can grow and provide doctors with, you know, what they need information-wise, and also provide parents with information so that they can consider symptoms that their child is showing with a more educated mind on the issue. They can be more real, like they can have better awareness of what their child has got, really. And also it would help them rule it out. Say, for instance, if their child always has a headache, they could try and rule it out. I mean, you don't want to be looking into your child's illnesses on Google and being pointed to brain tumours all the time. If you know about them, you might be able to discredit it to some extent. So, of course, I mean, the research isn't just for children. And frankly, if individuals, regardless of their age, become aware too, then, you know, that's a good thing as well, because it is kind of a silent killer. So anyway, guys, links are in the description to the charity as well as to Hannah's Just Giving page. I really hope you visit it. And also, yeah, she does hoodies as well, so I'll leave you a link to them. Bye bye, guys.